Hello guys, and welcome to another one of my videos. Today I decided to draw Wednesday Addams in my art style. I watched the first episode of Wednesday yesterday, and so I've seen a lot of artists draw her, and I decided, why not? I'm going to draw her. Alright, so to get started here, I have my reference here, and I actually kind of wanted to attempt something a little bit more difficult. I really love the violin scene in the first episode, and so I decided that I really would like to draw her with her violin. Or, it's not a violin. What is that? The cello. Okay, just playing a cello. Alright. So, I'm actually going to start with drawing some simple lines. Just a couple straight lines. So here I'm getting my simple shapes down, just kind of how I want it to look. It's not very pretty, it's just real simple, real quick and easy shapes to kind of get me an idea of reference lines of how I really want this drawing to go. Again, it's like I said, it's not perfect at this stage. But I really wanted to capture kind of that dynamic pose of her playing the cello. So as you can see, I'm kind of struggling with this arm. I'm kind of not really doing it like the picture and trying to at the same time. Her arm is a little bit more stretched out here, and in this picture the view, she's kind of, it's just the pose is slightly different, or I'm trying to make it to appear that the arm is in a different position slightly. I didn't really have all the room that I really wanted to do this, so I'm trying to improvise. And I don't know if my I don't want her arm to look too short is what I'm trying to do, and so I am kind of struggling a little bit on this part. But I don't think it looks terrible. I just think that it's just a different, slightly different position. Her pose is slightly different. But I don't want it to look too, yeah, I don't want her arm to look deformed. So I'm trying to fix it. And since I'm not able to fix it right now, sometimes I just move on to something different for a little bit. It's not doing what I want it to do, and yeah, this is why this is kind of a difficult pose, at least for me anyway. I'm still kind of learning. Make sure all my proportions are correct, make sure I'm doing everything correctly as far as body proportions. Because really her elbow, her arm is outstretched, but I might just have to, I might just have to lengthen it a little bit. Also, in this picture that I'm doing versus her arm in the other picture, her arm is slightly tilted down, and in my picture the stick is slightly tilted up, so it is a slightly different position. That's probably why it's kind of messing with me a little bit, because I'm not really following my reference. There. Now I think I'm just gonna clean it up. Also, because the arm is kind of positioned in such a way that it's kind of back a little bit. So like her arm is back a little bit. It's kind of giving it a little bit of different perception. So you can't see the full length of the arm. I think it looks good enough. I'm just gonna say that. I think it looks good enough. Good enough! Yeah, I'm kind of putting her braid out like this a little bit. Again, this is my style, so. Okay, so I noticed something about the picture, and so I kind of wanted to see if I can correct it. I don't know if this liquify tool is going to let me, so we'll see. Let's see. So what I noticed about this picture is that her cello is quite a bit bigger than the way I'm drawing it. So I wanted to kind of lengthen, make it a little bit bigger. Which means I'm gonna have to erase all that, but it's okay. Besides, the perception of it is a little bit bigger in this end than it is in this end. You know what? Cancel. We're going to just do all of it. Which is gonna mess with some of my lines, but that's okay. It'll get fixed. Especially these lines here are fine. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. I think her cello was a little bit too, it was a little bit, just a little bit too small. So next I'm going to erase these lines again, is what it is. Maybe this is not how you play a cello. I'm okay with it. It's fine. Maybe her form is terrible in my picture. I'm just trying to portray a piece of art. That's all I'm trying to do. Okay, so I think I'm going, you know what, there's something else that's wrong with it. It's minor, but I'm noticing it, so. Her cello is a little bit too high up. I think it should be about right there. Why do I choose difficult things? I don't know. I don't know why I choose difficult things, but challenges are good to have. Okay. So next I'm going to attempt, let me fix a few things before I do anything else. Okay, so next I'm going to attempt to do some of the line art on this picture. It's a little messy as it is, so okay, so this is like my best impression of a cello. Best I can do for now. At my skill level, this is the best I can do for now. Okay, so I fixed some of the things that I wanted to fix by her arm here and the hand. So next I'm going to actually kind of darken my line art in some areas. Kind of the style that I'm going for with this is very heavy dark shadows, very heavy dark line art. So that's kind of what I'm going to do next, is to fill in some of these shadows. So I'm going to kind of be a little bit heavy with my shadows and my line art. It's kind of a comic book kind of look. With this program, I tend to really like to draw that way. Not as much on Procreate, but on this one is a much better, I feel, kind of comic book look. Just how it draws. Alright, so this is pretty much what I've come up with my line art. I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna do the background. I have an idea of what I really want to do, but as far as the background portion, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to give it a lot of line art or if I'm just gonna try to like kind of make it kind of blurred. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do there. But as far as this portion, this is the line art portion of my Wednesday drawing. And I'm pretty happy with it. As far as this was quite a challenge to draw her, and it was, and I knew it would be, trying to do it this way. It was quite a bit of a challenge. So this part I'm pretty much done with. I kind of have to figure out what to do with the background though, and that might bug me a little bit because I don't like how the background looks currently. So we will have to see what I decide. Alright, so I decided just to blacken these lines here. All in all, this is pretty much the sketch portion of my drawing, sketch and line art. I'm going to do a separate video again on the color portion of this drawing. I am actually very happy how this turned out as a whole. I feel like this was a challenge trying to get her body proportions correct, and I still feel like I could have done a little bit better job, especially on this portion, but all in all, I'm really happy. I'm happy with how it turned out. I'm really happy with how I've progressed in this program. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.